Hi student. Today we are going to start with our next topic. It's triangles. Uh, we have learned about congruency of geometrical figures in our class 9. Uh, what we have learned in the when we are going to talking about congruency of figures, then actually in simple words we can say that if two geometrical figures are congruent, it means just suppose we are going to say that exact copies of to each other, then figures are known as congruency. Then we have in class 9 learned about that two geometrical figures are said to be congruent if they have the same shape and same size. We are talking about that two geometrical figures are said to be congruent if they have the same shape and same size. Then what is the difference in when we are going to talking about similarity of two geometrical figures? Then whenever we are going to talking about similarity of two geometrical figures, then they have the same shape, but it's not necessary they are having the same size there. Maybe they have the same size, maybe they have different sizes there. Then in this topic, basically at the level of classroom, we are going to be discuss about the similarity of two triangles. Before we are going to be talking about similarity of two triangles, we are going to be I am going to be explain you some basics concepts of related with our polygons. First is what is our similar polygons. Similar polygons. Then we start with our similar polygons. Then what is our similar polygons? Two polygons are said to be similar if our two polygons are said to be similar if it fulfills some criteria as well. So suppose first there exists a one-one correspondence between their sides and angles. There must be a one-one correspondence between their sides and angles. And then second is what? The length of their corresponding sides are in the same ratio. The length of their corresponding sides are in the same ratio. And third one, that their corresponding angles are equal. What is our similar polygons? Our two geometrical polygons are said to be similar. First, if there is one correspondence between their sides and angles, and secondly, what is then the length of their corresponding sides? The length of their corresponding sides must be in the proportion, and the what is last one is that their corresponding angles are equal there. Then our polygon is known as similar polygon. Then secondly, we have also here a regular polygon. Similar polygons. Now, if somebody asks what is regular polygons, then a polygon is said to be regular. A polygon is said to be regular if all its sides are equal. First, if all its sides are equal, and second, what is first? All its sides are equal, and second, all angles are equal. All sides are equal, and secondly, all its angles are equal. All its angles are equal. Then our polygon is known as regular polygons. What is all its sides are equal and all its angles are equal, then our polygon is known as regular polygons. Then one of the question is that all two regular polygons are equal there. If somebody asks you if we have two regular polygons, then they are equal, then answer must be yes. But what is the condition? That yes, our two regular polygons are must be similar, but they have the same number of sides. If somebody gives you one triangle, one square or rectangle, then you can say that the figures are similar to each other. So then, what is basic difference between we have seen in the congruency, terms of congruency and similarity is that in congruency, our geometrical figures have same shape and same size, but in the case of similarity, the geometrical figures having same shape but not having same size. Look then, in part of our similarity of triangles, we start with one of the important theorem which is given by Thales sir. Then it's named as basically it's named as a basic proportionality theorem, also known as Thales theorem. Then we are going to start with first of all start with the statement. Then we are going to prove today the what is proof of our Thales theorem. It's a basic proportionality theorem. What are we going to start? We start with basic proportionality theorem. Then what is its a statement is that the statement of our basic proportional theorem is that if a line is drawn parallel to one side of a triangle, if a line is drawn parallel to one side of a triangle to intersect other two sides at distinct point, then the sides are divided in the same ratio. The sides are divided in the same ratio. What is our statement? If we have a triangle ABC, if a line is drawn parallel to one side of a triangle, here we have drawn line L parallel to the side of the triangle BC. What is our statement of? If a line drawn parallel to one side of a triangle, intersecting other two sides at distinct point, suppose it's our D, this is our E, intersecting other two sides at distinct point, then what is the last statement? The other two sides are divided in the same ratio. Then what is we have to prove? We have to prove that AE is to EB is equal to AD is to DC. This is we have to be required to prove. What we are required to prove? Again, I am going to revise the statement of a theorem is that if a line drawn parallel to one side of a triangle intersecting other two sides at distinct point, the other two sides are divided in the same ratio. This is our statement of basic proportional theorem, also known as Thales theorem. Then now look, we are going to prove it. Before we are going to prove, obviously we have to make some construction there. Then what is our construction part? In construction part, we are going to join E to C and B to C, joining EC and BD. First of all, what do you have to do? We have joining EC and BD. Then also we have to be considered here. We have to take two perpendiculars, one from EF to where AC and DG to where AB. Also what we have? We have drawn two perpendiculars. We have drawn two perpendiculars, EF perpendicular to AC and DG perpendicular to AB. Now we have done our construction part. We have joining E to C and B to D. Then we have drawn two perpendiculars, one from E to AC, it's EF, and second is from DG to the AB. Now look, To prove that the ratio AE is to EB is equal to AD upon DC, we have to prove that our ratio AE upon EB is equal to AD upon DC. Then what do you do to proving that? We are going to first of all to find out the ratio, we have to take the ratios of their what we have seen there. We have seen some triangles here. Then here we have to prove our this part, we are going to taking the ratios of the two triangles here. First of all, we are going to taking the ratios of the triangle AED to the EBD. Then again we are going to taking the ratio of triangle AED to the DCE. Then first of all, we are going to what? We are going to find out the area of triangle ADE. Area of triangle ADE. How can we get the area of triangle, any triangle? Half base into height, half. Here we take base as AE. When we take base AE, then our perpendicular is what? Height is what? It's a ED. Take this equation 1. Then we are going to find out area of triangle which is having common base, AD. It's a EBD. Area of triangle EDB. Again it's a half. What do we get? Half base, we take base BE, and height is what? What is height? Extending this side, then we get height is what? It's a ED. This is our question number 2. Look, what do we get? First of all, we are going to find out the area of triangle ADE. Then we are going to take in the area of triangle EBD or EDB, EDB or EB. What do you want to write that? It's having same triangles. Then look, when we are going to take the ratio of this area of triangle AD to the area of triangle EDB, then what do we get there? Obviously, this half and half cancel out to each other. ED is common, they cancel out. Then we are going to get AE upon BE or EB. Now, dividing 1 by 2, what we have? Area of triangle ADE to the area of triangle EDB is what? What we get? Half and half cancel out, ED cancel out. Then we are going to get AE to EB. AE to EB. Take this equation number 3. Now what we get? Area of triangle AD is upon area of triangle EDB is equal to A upon EB. Look, this is our required part. We are going to rub our constructing part. It's not we have required now. Look, we have now look after getting the ratio of area of triangle ADE to the triangle EDB. Now again again we are going to find out the area of triangle, because we have to prove that AE upon AB, we get AE upon AB. We did now AD to the DC. Then to get AD DC, what do? We are going to find out again the area of triangle AED and going to take our change the base. First of all, in the find out the area of AD, we take base AE. Now we are going to take the base our AD and the height is what? D. What is our height? We are going to take our height is what? Look what we have done mistake that. Taking the height, we have taken ED. It's not ED, it's a EF. Sorry, it's my apology to you. It's a what? From E, it's a perpendicular is what? It's our F. And to make its EF there. It's my apology to all of you. What is our perpendicular? It's a EF. I am write down ED. Perpendicular. It's a DG is a perpendicular there. Now look. Now we are going to find out the again our area of triangle. This ADE. Again, area of triangle ADE. Now to changing the base, what we have? We have now half. Now our base is AD and our perpendicular is what? DG. This is our equation number 4. Now again we take the ratio of the triangle ADE to the this EDB. Now we are going to taking the ratio of ADE to the which triangle? ED and C. Now we are going to find out the area of triangle DEC, and I am going to explain why I am going to take the triangle EDB and ADC. Area of triangle EDC. Now it's a half. What is its base? We have to take DC, and height is what? It's a DC. Take this 5. Now we are going to divide it 4 by 5. When we are going to divide our equation number 4 by 5, then what we have from here? What we get there? We are going to get that the ratio of area of triangle ADE to the area of triangle EDC is equal to DC cancel out, half cancel out. Then what we have? We have AD to the DC. AD to the DC. Now look, we have 4, 5. Now we are going to take it 6. We are going to take 6. Now look, just see in our 2 equations there. We are going to just see in our 2 equations. Now we have just need of equation 3 and 6. Just look, equation number 3. Area of ADE, area of ADB. AE is to EB. We have again area of ADE and area of triangle EDC. AD is to DC. What we have to prove required to prove that we have to prove that AE upon AB is equal to AD upon DC. Means we have to prove that is our right hand side are equal. Means obviously if our right hand side we have to be so that they are equal, then it's only happen when our left portion of this equation number 3 and 6 must be equal there. Then can we prove that? Can we show that the ratio of this area of triangle ADE to the area of triangle this EDB is equal to area of triangle AD in triangle EDC? Because look, here the both triangles are the same. If our left portions are must be equal, then it means our area of triangle EDB must coincide with the area of triangle EDC. Means EDB is must equal to EDC. क्या हमारा ये दोनों ट्रायंगल्स की एरिया इक्वल हो सकती है? तो अगर हम बात करें, if you are going to want to talk to that, कि if you want to prove that कि क्या हमारा ये दोनों ट्रायंगल्स का एरिया ऑफ ट्रायंगल EDB एंड EDC ये इक्वल हो सकता है, उस पर प्रूव कर. देन लुक, our triangle EDB and EDC, our triangle EDB and EDC, इन दो ट्रायंगल्स की बात करते हैं. देन our these triangles, the area of these triangles must be equal when, because look, our both triangles are lie between what? In the ED and BC. It's our ED is parallel to BC because our line is parallel to BC. Then our this ED is parallel to BC. This ED is parallel to BC, means our both triangles are lying on the same between the same parallels ED and BC, and what is having the same base also. Both the triangles having the same base ED is there. And please recall, go to back in your flashback and go to your class 9th. There is one of the theorem is that. What is theorem? Anyone having remind that? What is our statement of theorem? Yes. The area of two triangles are equal if they lie between the same parallels and on the same base. Here our area of triangle EDB equal to EDC because they both are lying on the same base and between the same parallels. Now what we have? We are going to be area of triangle EDB is equal to area of triangle. What is our next triangle? It's a EDC. Now our this area of triangles are equal there. Now what do we have? Area of triangle EDB is equal to area of triangle EDC. Now this is our question number 7. Look, this is 3, this is 6. We are going to use our equation number 3, equation 6 and equation 7 using 3, 6 and 7. Then what we have? This is our requirement. What is that? This is equal, these areas are equal, it means our left hand side are equal. If our left hand side of 3 and 6 are equal using 7, then our right hand side must be equal. Then what we have? We have AE upon EB is equal to what? AD upon DC. This is our required रिजल्ट. जैसे our required है, तो हमें चाहिए था ये रिजल्ट. हमें क्या प्रूव करना था? The ratio of A to EB is equal to AD upon DC. Then again I'm going to revise the whole theorem that look what we have proved. Today we are going to prove that proof of our basic proportional theorem. Today in class we are see the what we are going to prove that what proof of basic proportional theorem. What we have started. What is this? It's first of all, it's a statement that if a line drawn parallel to one side of a triangle, if a line drawn parallel to one side of a triangle, I am going to draw a line L on parallel to our BC there. If a line L drawn parallel to one side of a triangle, then its intersect other two sides at distinct point D and E. Other two sides are divided in the same ratio, means we have to be proved that AE upon EB is equal to AD upon DC. To prove that AE upon EB is equal to AD upon DC, what we have to start? We start with first of all we are going to find out the area of triangle ADE. We get the area of triangle AD by half base into height, taking AE as a base. Height our is what? It's a EF. Taking question number 1 there is. Then again we are going to take the area of triangle EDB. Area of triangle EDB is given by half B into EF, making this equation number 2. Then we are going to divide equation 1 by 2. After dividing equation 1 by 2, we have the ratio of area of triangle ADE to the area of triangle EDB is equal to AE upon EB, making equation number 3. Now, then again we are going to find out, because we have to find out the two ratios equal there. Then we have AE upon EB now. Now we have requirement of AD is to DC. To get AD DC, then look our area of triangle ADE, we can define this by in the two ways, because these triangles having two heights, then we can change its base. Then again we have redefined again area of triangle ADE is equal to half AD into DC. Then we are going to take the next triangle EDC. Then area of triangle EDC is equal to what? Half base DC and height DC. Then we are going to divide again equation 4 by 5. When we are going to divide equation 4 by 5, then we have the ratio what? Area of triangle ADE to the area of triangle EDC is equal to AD upon DC. Now, making this equation number 6, after dividing 4 to 5, then we have equation 6. Then look, now what do we have? Area of triangle EDB is equal to the area of triangle EDC. Since look, we have area of triangle AD to the area of triangle EDB, area of triangle AD, area of triangle EDC. Now if we are able to prove that this area of this triangle EDC is equal to area of triangle EDB, means our left portions are equal. If our left portions are equal, then our right portions must be equal there, which we have to be required. Then our AE upon AB equal to AD upon DC. Then to prove it, what we are going to do that? We are going to next going to prove that area of triangle EDB is equal to area of triangle EDC. Why? Because the both triangle EDB and EDC are lying on the same base ED and between the same parallels ED and BC. Then the areas are equals. Now making this equation number 7, then by using equation 3, equation 6 and equation 7, what we have? We have AE upon EB is equal to AD upon DC. This is our proof of basic proportional theorem. look, please revise this theorem on a more 2 times. Was to the examination point of view, it's one of the important theorem, and इस चैप्टर में कोई भी थ्योरम की प्रूविंग आपसे आ सकती है बेटा, इसलिए इसको घर पे आप इसको 1-2 बार रिवाइज करिएगा। देन नाउ लुक मैंने डिलीट कर दिया इसकी, ऐसा कुछ नहीं कि जो मैंने प्रूव किया उसके अलावा कुछ कोरिलेज है इसके, वो आपको माइंड रखना है। जब हमें एप्लीकेशन बेस्ड क्वेश्चन लगाने होते हैं तो जनरली सिर्फ ये रेशियोज नहीं, हम कुछ और रेशियोज प्रूव करते हैं, उन्हें हम दिखा सकते हैं। अगर आई विल ड्रॉप, सॉरी फॉर दैट, मैंने फिगर डिलीट कर दिया। नाउ लुक again we have drawn this triangle ABC, एक लाइन L ड्रॉ कर दिया जो ट्राइंगल्स को 2 डिस्टेंस पॉइंट D और E पे इंटरसेक्ट कर रहा है। देन हमारा बेसिक प्रोपोर्शनल थ्योरम के अकॉर्डिंग व्हाट वी हैव, देन वी हैव द रेशियो ऑफ दिस AE to the ratio of this EB is equal to what, AD is to DC। look बेटा, एप्लीकेशन बेस्ड क्वेश्चन में हम जो रेशियो ऑफ ए है उसे ए टू द ए बी टू द ए डी अपॉन डी सी, ये रेशियो भी हमारी जनरली बेसिक प्रोपोर्शनल थ्योरम के एप्लीकेशन के थ्रू हम इसको प्रूव कर सकते हैं। अगर हम स्टार्ट करें, वी हैव प्रूव दैट दिस ए ई अपॉन ई बी इज इक्वल टू ए डी अपॉन डी सी, और हम चाहते हैं कि हम जो हमारा रेशियो है वो होल से ले लें। होल वी कैन आल्सो, मैंने बोला ना कि हम चाहें तो ए ई अपॉन होल ए बी, ए डी अपॉन होल ए सी भी हम इसको प्रूव कर सकते हैं, या चाहे तो हम ए बी अपॉन होल ए बी टू द, वी कैन चेंज ए बी अपॉन होल ए बी टू द डी सी अपॉन होल ए सी। ये 2 कोरिलेज हमारी इसी सेम थ्योरम्स के थ्रू आती हैं। चलिए उसको प्रूव करते हैं। तो सपोज वी आर गोइंग टू स्टार्ट विद जस्ट वी हैव दिस, अब अगर हम कोरिलेज स्टार्ट करते हैं, व्हाट वी हैव बाय बेसिक प्रोपोर्शनल थ्योरम ए अपॉन ई बी इज इक्वल टू ए डी अपॉन डी सी। अगर दोनों साइड्स में हमने क्या किया, हमने 1 ऐड कर दिया तो कोई चेंज नहीं होगा, एडिंग +1 टू द बोथ साइड। नाउ ए अपॉन ए बी प्लस 1 इज इक्वल टू ए डी अपॉन डी सी प्लस 1। अभी एलसीएम लेके सॉल्व करते हैं इसको। देन व्हाट वी हैव ए प्लस ए बी अपॉन ए बी इज इक्वल टू ए डी प्लस डी सी अपॉन डी सी। चलिए अब देखते हैं ए प्लस ई बी, ए ई प्लस ई बी क्या मिलेगा बेटा? यस, व्हाट वी गेट ए बी एन अपॉन ई बी। देन व्हाट इज ए डी प्लस डी सी? यस, व्हाट वी गेट ए सी, ए सी बाई डी सी। व्हेन वी आर गोइंग टू बी रिवर्स दिस, अगर इसको रिवर्स कर दें, देन व्हाट वी हैव ई बी अपॉन ए बी इज इक्वल टू डी सी अपॉन ए सी। तो ये भी हमारी एक रिजल्ट है जिसको हम क्वेश्चंस को सॉल्व करते हुए यूज़ कर सकते हैं। इट्स आवर कोरोलरी नंबर 1। कोरोलरी मीन्स थ्योरम मीन्स प्रमेय, देन कोरोलरी मीन्स उप प्रमेय। तो ये भी एक तरह की आपकी थ्योरम है। व्हाट वी हैव, हमने क्या दिखा दिया, ये तो हमारी बेसिक प्रोपोर्शनल थ्योरम थी, ए अपॉन ई बी इक्वल टू ए डी अपॉन डी सी। पर इसी रिलेशनशिप से हमारे पास अभी क्या मिला, जो हमारा ई बी अपॉन ए बी है वो डी सी अपॉन ए सी, जो रेशियोज होगी वो भी क्या होगी बेटा, वो इक्वल होगी। कौन सी रेशियो? ई बी, दिस ई बी अपॉन ए बी इज इक्वल टू डी सी अपॉन ए सी, ए बी अपॉन ए बी इक्वल टू डी सी अपॉन ए सी। तो ये हमारी एक रिजल्ट थी इस बेसिक प्रोपोर्शनल थ्योरम के साथ। दूसरा कि अगर हमें तो ए बी दिखा दिया, अगर हमें ए ई अपॉन ए बी, सेम अगर हमने वहाँ पे अभी क्या किया, फिर अगेन व्हाट वी हैव ए ई इज टू ई बी इज इक्वल टू ए डी इज टू डी सी। तो व्हाट यू वांट टू, अभी क्या दिखाना चाहते हैं, अभी हम चाहते हैं कि ए ई टू द पूरा होल पार्ट दिखाएं। अभी क्या करते हैं, इसको रिवर्स कर देते हैं, इसको स्टार्टिंग में रिवर्स कर दिया। देन नाउ व्हाट वी हैव ई बी अपॉन ए ई इज इक्वल टू डी सी अपॉन ए डी। हमने इस रिजल्ट को क्या किया, रिवर्स ऑर्डर। अगर ए ई अपॉन ई बी बराबर है ए डी अपॉन डी सी के, तो रिवर्स लेंगे तो ए बी अपॉन ए इज इक्वल टू डी सी अपॉन ए डी, ये भी हमारे पास होगा। सॉरी, डी सी अपॉन राइट ऑन ए सी, इट्स ए डी। क्या करते हैं, अगेन सेम वर्कआउट, ऐड कर दिया दोनों साइड में 1, EB upon AE plus 1 is equal to DC upon AD plus 1. ठीक, now we are going to be again taking LCM and then going to solve that. Then what we have? We have EB plus AE to the AE is equal to DC plus AD to the AD. Now EB plus AE, what do we have? We get, yes, we get AB to our AE, and here we get DC plus AD is what? It's a AC upon AD. Again, अब बस रिजल्ट को रिवर्स करते हैं हम. Then what we have? We have AE upon AB is equal to AD upon AC. ये हमारी सेकेंड रिजल्ट है. दिस इज आवर रिजल्ट नंबर 2. वो क्या है? दिस इज आवर AE upon this AE upon to the whole AB is equal to AD upon to the whole AC. हमने लोग आज की क्लास में क्या बेटा, हमने थ्योरम की प्रूविंग देखी, उसके बाद कोरिज देखी, इसको ज़रूरत के हिसाब से हम रिवर्स कर सकते हैं. एंड इट्स एनफ फॉर टुडे क्लास. Thanks to all and revise all this concept.